Say you want my hallelujah, you. I do you see what you say. Me money baba, the bomb. The money baba, see what you. I do you see what you say. Did you hear you say? Did you hear you see what you? Yeah, you know what we don't go. That you also know what I know say well. I do you see what you say. Yo, I do you see what you say. It's Becca Junior, the marvelous producer. And I'm the power of the serial radio. And I just don't know that I play.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the show, the Daniel Freeman Show. The show tonight is going to be all about the ceremony that was held in Grand Gillette County. We are going to have commentary on the funeral service, the burial, and all the activities that unfolded in the nation's, from the nation capital, Monrovia, all the way to Zweju, and then also to Tuzo. So tonight, please, Facebook, I have no copyright to the music I'm going to play. The goal, one of our goals we have here on this show is to lift our community up and promote the citizens and members of our community. So anything that has to do with things that will make the community to survive, we make sure we are part of it. So on this show, we disseminate information, we educate, and then also we entertain. So this is why tonight we are going to walk you through the things that unfolded in the Zulu whiskey in Zwedru, Grand County. Look, we bury two of our heroes. Our son, our father, our uncle, the former president, indigenous former president of the Republic of Liberia, Dr. Samuel Kayando, and the former First Lady, Mistress Nancy B. Dole. Look, we are going to emphasize, we are going to express our thanks and appreciation to the president, the current president, His Excellency President Joseph Numa Boakai. And these are things that we're gonna talk about tonight. We have basically three topics that we're gonna talk about. We're gonna talk about our culture. What is the Liberian culture? What do our tradition tells us when it comes to funeral, when it comes to burial, and when it comes to festivals, especially when a king's man is involved, when somebody of that magnitude or of that importance is involved. What do we do? What are some of the things we do? All those things we're going to talk about. All those things, we'll talk about them. And I'm going to have a couple of guys here tonight. The chairman going to stop by, and he's going to come in here and at least give us some of the answers that we are requesting for tonight, especially when it comes to the culture of our people, the Liberian people, especially the Grenadians. And then we'll talk about the role, the involvement of the President Joseph Numa Boakai. And then we cannot forget one of the highest ranking officer or ranking officials from Grand County, the Science Center, Honorable Zoe Emmanuel Peno. His role, what was his role? Did he play his role well, or was he hands tied to play his role? All these things, we're going to talk about it tonight, and you are free. You are free to make your comments. The only thing we're going to do here, we are not going to be disrespectful. We are not going to insult people just to make a point. You can make a point without insulting anybody. The numbers are pinned here: 302-213-4397. That's the number you can call if you want to come in here, or if you don't want to call and you want to come on the screen, just inbox me, text me. I will send you the link, and you're going to come here tonight for us to have that discussion. So before, well, the show hasn't started yet. People are calling in. Hello, sir. All right, I'll do that real quick. So people started calling already, but I can tell you we are going to talk about this president, our current president, Dr. Joseph Newman Boakai. We're going to talk about him. He was very, very brave enough to even think about the rebearer of these two presidents, controversial presidents. Even though President Doe is my hero, I don't care what anybody else says, but they are controversial presidents. The two presidents, President William Tubber and President Master Sergeant Dr. Samuel Kanyen Doe. So tonight I'm going to be joined by my own man, Otero Brown. He's going to be here. And before then, let me just play some of our music here, the Crown music. And this, I used to love playing this music. Two distinct gentlemen of our community love this music. Mr. James Djibouti and one other gentleman. But I'm going to play this music, and the music says, the songwriter said, I don't care where you travel, if you travel to London, if you travel to South Africa, to the Bahamas, or you come to America, one day you will go home. You go in your prayer hole. And the prayer hole is our Zulu whiskey. For us, we go to Liberia first, and then we go to Zulu whiskey. And guess what? President Joseph Newman Boakai made it possible for our president, former president, Dr. Samuel Kanyen Doe, to go back home, to go back in his prayer hole. Because we're all going to go to that prayer hole one day. The Zoe water, the Zoe air, we're going to inhale the air. We're going to breathe that air. And look, let me just play the music while I'm getting ready to usher in Brown. And the chairman himself is going to be here. We'll say we cannot express how much we appreciate the president.
so ye biriba yes abi awusogoro dayo ya de so ye biriba aye biriba no woni ogamo we biriba aye biriba no woni ogamo we biriba yes abi we biriba awusabi so ye biriba yes abi awusogoro njo abelo ranya wenu ngako jiyo so ye biriba esi na mayo wawu ya so ye biriba una ajaro mayo ye biriba so ye biriba bila ndio ranya mwe biriba so ye biriba modi odi lo jawe ro la ya we ale so ye biriba no ire no sai madino we ale so ye biriba we gabelo o peino ya bia so ye biriba malu ri sa mayo Agnes Chantal Zogobio Bonbile No mo si awa si ajo igba mo ebi di papo bo Oye pe ani westra si me bo kaka
Well, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the show. Hope you are hearing me loud and clear. Tonight, we are going to look back. We are going to look at the activities that unfolded on Friday in Virtual Grand Gila County.
Habla Socobio.
Well, in the Lord, this music, I just want to welcome my own man here, Mr. Othello Brown. Mr. Brown, can you hear me loud and clear?
Yeah, you are trying to sit on my chair, for my chair.
All right. Have your seat, my brother, because this is not going to be easy tonight. We are going to go into the commentary of the burial ceremony, the funeral service, everything that we witnessed during the activities that unfolded in Grand Jeddah County, especially on the two areas, Zweju and Tuzon. We're going to talk about it. If you want to join us, you can join us. We have the number. The number is pinned there. Over there is 302-213-4397. And also, if you want to come on the screen and join Othello and myself here, just inbox me and I will bring you on. Tonight, our hearts are heavy, but again, we are rejoicing because President Yuma Boyka, Joseph Yuma Boyka, did something that only a certain president who is a man can do. When many politicians were trying to distance themselves from the Grand Gideons, in a sense, they would come at night like Nicodemus to speak with our people, but they would not want to be seen in public, so that when they see them with Grand Gideons, the possibility for them for their victory to the presidency or whatsoever prestigious, let's say, position they are vying for them to get it, it would be slim, because people used they are afraid. And President Boyka said no. I think it is the right thing to do for us to give a state burial to these two gentlemen, former President William R. Todman Jr. and former President Master Sergeant, for me, I like to put a Master Sergeant there, Master Sergeant Dr. Samuel Kyan Doe. And many people, including Grand Gideons, thought this was not going to be possible. But guess what? President Boyka, can you imagine? President Boyka went all the way over there, went through the various counties, Kakata, Bon County, Magibi, Bon County, Nima County, and then he ended up in Grand Jeddah County. Mr. Brown, why are you waiting? Oh man, we have not gone far. And people are calling. I'm going to tell them to call back because look, we have to have the conversation, go into the topic, and then before you call in. So while my man is in front of me, bring him here, let me make him to be bigger here on the stage here, Mr. Brown. I thought you're going to bring your. Okay, let me see you, Mr. Brown. So, welcome back. You are muted, but welcome back to the show. We are just starting. The people, it seems to be the people have forgotten us, but I think we're going to come back and no swinking. But welcome back, my brother. How are you? I love those red bands. I can't hear you. You are under for somehow. I can't hear you though. What happened to you? I'm not still hearing you. What happened to your mic? But you can hear me? Yeah, but I can't hear you. Yeah, go and come back, please. Yeah, adjust your mic. So while Mr. Brown is going back to come back in, I just want to tell you that we are back. We are going to be doing a lot of shows. And on Sundays, we are going to do what we call the family storytelling show. Now, the family storytelling show, a lot of people are calling me and say, look, you have this platform. We want to come on some of the problems we're having in the community. We want to come and express ourselves. Some people are talking about their personal family matters that they have tried to address at home. There's no solution. They tried the courts. There's no solution. They want to bring it in the public so that they will present these people that they are going to talk about from hurting other people, especially lying to women, going here and there, getting married and leaving, and just abandon the woman or abandon the man. The people are saying this platform is a community platform, and we should be able to give them the opportunity to come here and talk about what they want the public to know. Because here we disseminate information, we educate, and then we entertain. Mr. Brown,
Yeah.
can you hear you, brother? Okay, I can hear you loud and clear now. Yeah?
Yeah, okay. Put it on the screen.
Right. So how are you today?
Yeah, I'm okay. First of all, before I say anything, I'd like to tell you thank you for the tireless effort, according to our community.
Right.
You are one of those Nigerians in the diaspora, that fighting how to push the flag of the country forward.
Right.
And you've been objective in your analysis. And that's why we know you from your upbringing up to current.
Right.
So I, Othello Brown, will not be on a show that will be full of biases. So
right.
I'm noted for that. And thank you for taking care of the show in our housing. This is America. We have to turn and twist to get things moving. If you sit, you'll be sitting on them. So be as a male. We are here. And to our followers, our listeners, you are welcome to come and listen tonight as we give a play-to-play description and analyze what all has transpired last week in our county, Liberia. Thank you.
All right. So for the folks that are just joining us, let me just abreast you with the topics here tonight that we're going to discuss. Our first topic we have here, we're going to give commentary on the funeral service, on the burial, and other activities that marks the farewell, or you can say the homegoing of our former President, Dr. Samuel Kayando, and his beloved wife, Mistress Nessie B. Doe. Now, we're also going to talk about a few things here. We're going to talk about the involvement of our Excellency, the current President, President Joseph Yoma Boakai, his involvement. And then we're also going to talk about the involvement of our senior senator, Senator Zoe Emmanuel Peno. We're going to talk about that. And, you know, you can play with, look, we said we also entertain. So for the entertainment purpose, this is why we have this question. We're going to ask everybody, who is your favorite amongst all the the former president, Master Sergeant Dr. Samuel Kayando children? Because look, they are all our princesses and prince. So we all got our favorites. For me, I got 5. I'm going to name them. And people are saying they are 22. People are saying they are 33. But look, Mr. Brown, you know we all from big family. I can tell you for a fact, my family, they are very pretty close to 17 brothers and sisters.
Wow.
So we got a big family now. So these are things that we're going to discuss tonight. And then we're going to talk about the Liberian culture. During our tradition or Otero, what do we do when it comes to funeral? What do we do when it comes to burial? What are these things, the functions that the things that we do first before we get, get the funeral going, get the burial going, all of that. These are things that we're going to look at tonight. So to start off, because I don't know what I think. So we want to. So go ahead, Mr. Brown. Touch on. Have you been following the unfoldings during the burial ceremony or the funeral or the signing of the book during, when they were in Monrovia and all of that? What are some of the activities you've been following?
Well, thank you, Mr. Freeman. This thing, people saw it to be something that started, let's say, a few days ago, or maybe a few months back. No. I can remember during the State of the Nation address, the current president, he said he was going to, his government would take the time to rebury those who died in 1980, like William Arotobo and the rest of his government official. And then he will have to also rebury the late Samuel Doe. So
right.
He pressed the matter during the State of the Nation. And after that, he set up a committee to work with each other. And Honorable Senator Peno was appointed to be from the Doe side, and Tobo grandson was also appointed to from the Tobo side to work along with the government, Foreign Affairs Ministry, and that of the Education Minister to get everything in order, and government will make funds available. And in fact, to where they want to do the reburial, they got the site, the Baptist Seminary, and they gave them the site. Ralphie Highway, that where they have the Baptist Seminary there, where Joshua living. So all that thing was set, and they built, something in the front of Moon, but it's short something for all of them, and they'll place it there, and it will be there, like form of being an archive or remembrance, what have you. So this reburial, it was not something, it was just ceremonial, something because the people been dead and gone since some of them 35 years ago, some of them almost 40 to some more years ago, 40 to 40 years ago, So you not expect to see someone who died 43 years ago badly, or maybe someone 35 years to see that badly, but they just doing this so at least to have a closure was their view. So the how it was designed, the people work on it. So while working on it, Madam Nancy Bido may also rest in peace. She had a contention that saying that she don't want for Zoe Pennu to be part of that committee to chair something. So if so, they don't rest. So there was a Rickman road there, and the government designated, the first the first of May to do everything. So while they were doing that, I was say, okay, you know what? Since you guys are still doing hauling and pulling, we'll pause some of those issues. We'll not eye into the other people. So they went ahead. Go to Baptist Seminary today, as we speak. You'll see it there. They went ahead. They had a program. People came from America here. People came from all over. They attended the program. The program was grand. So the issue of Samuel Doe was not included because they could not arrive at a point of understanding. And there was a whole lot of contentions. So based on it, they carry on the Toba and the rest of the other people, they went on. Now, while they were talking on that stuff, how they're going to do it, how the family going to come together so that they can get him a befitting burial and have a closure to his death since 1990. Nancy Doe death came. So when Nancy Doe died, now it wake up the spirit, and Nancy Doe have her children. She have let's say four kids of 4 children by the late president Doe, and they were all involved into it. So when they came to mourn their mother, they said they wanted sent. It was already pending that the government wanted to bury and gave the president state burial and did the children take care of everything. So they want their mother and their father to be laid to rest together. That's how the whole thing came about. So that the historicity of how the whole thing came about. This is not something that necessarily don't die and then Braga say, oh no, go and get reburied. No. It's not happening like that. So I just decided to just explain everything how it happened simultaneously, and we got to where we are today. But be as it may, there were a whole lot of Rickman Road, and we all know it. In a large family like such, you always see the type of things. The family tree, it can bend to the stage. You think they're going to break? No, not break. They just have to straighten. Some bad apples within the family have to be spun out, and then we move on. That's how it look like. So they have their time of bitter blood. But I'm 100% optimistic. Because you see, when it comes to the Tuzon people, I can take the how to talk because that's my mother people. My mother is from Tuzon, and I'm proud to be a son of Tuzon. Because when your mother from somewhere, it means that the people there, they are your father. Though they're not all of them your mother from. Because in that Tuzon, I know they have maybe 4 to 5 family heads there. They have the Wau, they have the Swau, they have the Seinu, and just name them. But my mother is from the Wau family, and Wau family, they are the large family in the whole Tuzon city there, in the town of Tuzon. The Wau have the higher population. The Wau people, they are all up there. They are well-known people. And Samuel Doe came from the Swau family. That's how people get to know about the Swau. But traditionally, if you're comparing the Swaui and the Wau, the Wau is over them. So when I get there, I know I can take them how to talk because they are all my mother people, be a Wau, be a Seju, be a Swau, and what have you. So I know they will handle the issue gradually because now, key actors of this story, people will take the story from way back when Samuel Doe took over, blah, 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 blah. There were some people take the better story from. Some people will take the story from just what happened the few days. But we're not going to dig old homes. I, for one, as a son or child of Tuzon, I will just ask for peace, ask for calm. So, let back on be back on. It has happened. Samuel Doe been dead 35 years or some more years ago. He have given a real burial, whether that it remains or that it remains. All we know, we have closed that particular page of Samuel Doe. We cannot get it on the air again. Whether what Prince Johnson said that what will go by or will not go by it, the father of the matter, we have closed that particular page, and it will get Samuel Doe. Let's find the next Samuel Doe, and then we'll move on. And for my mother people, I call them my mothers, who were our local here, I'm asking them, life goes on. You are my mother people. As a son, I call on you people to remain calm. It has happened. Let's move on. Let's see how best we can rebuild Tucson and then rebuild Grand Gila County. Yeah, because some of us have plans to do something in our motherland because we are from there. So we have to go back and help our people. Yeah.
Well, Mr. Brown, I think people are following you and they are listening to the the foundation of how the reburial of President Doe came about. Now you said the president was in talk. He had a serious meeting with the Senator Zoe Emmanuel Peno, and they were planning to have the reburial ceremony until before before the first lady passed.
Yeah.
Now, even before the first lady passed, I think they had disagreement. Look,
yeah.
every family can go through disagreements.
Sure.
This is what some of us, we don't want to get involved into family matters. We just want to talk on the surface.
Mm-hmm.
We do not want to exploit their vulnerability. To wait, people there, they gotta wait. They let us talk, and then later on they will come in. So there are a lot of things that unfolded in Israel that were some was good, and to be honest with you, you have the chaos, you have jubilation, and you have reconciliation. You understand? People reconcile. Some people reconcile, some did not. You understand? But these are phenomena of life, because it is not strange. What really impresses me was that the patience from this gentleman in the middle, President Joseph Yuma Boaka. Can you imagine Otero? Whole president in that place can be hot. That place, I'm telling you, the man was sweating. You could see the sweat. The man attended the funeral service that were held in the city hall, at the city hall. Then from there, he went to the burial. When they laid to rest our heroes. He was part of that occasion. Then after the burial, guess what? He got in his car and headed to Tucson to meet the other group that did not attend the funeral. Now, my question here is coming to you, because you are one of the sons.
Yeah.
You know the in and out. Now, many people are trying to blame Zoe Emmanuel Pena, Honorable Zoe Emmanuel Pena. And tonight we want to, oh God, who this? Wasn't I just call it? Look, tonight you will hear from many people, if they still want to call in, that Honorable Zoe Emmanuel Pena, he is the senior. In fact, let me turn this off because it's really disturbing right now. The senior official for Grand Gila County. So that means even though his uncle, it is his uncle and his uncle's wife, but yet he should have played his role as the senior official from that city. So why Honorable Pena did not attend the funeral service? If you know, can you tell us?
Well, I'm so sorry, but I will just give a historicity of what was unfolded and how other people perceive it. You know, in law, they say to where your right ends, there where the other person right began. That's what law said, that's what they taught us, that's what they told us.
Right.
So all the rights are going together simultaneously. I'm going at this. At when you walk on your own finish, other person own begin. The way your own end, other person own begin there. So the fact there is that Joseph Walker did a familiar job. He did a good job by going to Grand Judah, and we have a closure, and he knew it's in the story of the closure of the late Samuel Doe. I listened to him when he went to Tucson. He said, before I came, because I never saw you people, and I know Samuel Doe never fell from the sky. That's what he used in Tucson. He said, I was Joseph Walker speaking today. My first job I got as a minister, because he was not a minister in Togo government. He was a director when he graduated from University of Labrador, 1973. He got a first degree. Now, he said, the minister job I got, it was Samuel Doe who gave me that job to make myself as minister in his government. You know, when
No, first he served as director.
Yeah.
Then from there, then you went to minister.
Yes. But the director owned the Samuel Doe. You're already there, but the minister owned Samuel Doe put him there. So the issue
LPMC that Doe put him there.
No. What I mean, LPMC, that's a managing director position.
That's what I'm saying. That's why I say he was.
Yeah, no, but I'm not talking about managing director position yet. Okay, okay, we'll go on. Okay, from director in agriculture ministry to LPMC, from LPMC to minister. So I just jumped straight to because
to the minister,
just supposed to see that LPMC thing. So he said it was Samuel Doe who gave him that position. And you understand who trusted him with that job, and he executed the job. And also he knows Doe, because to be in the cabinet, he will have known the president well. So you're trying to say to the people, even people could petition him because he was petitioned. So people could even petition him, have to explain story. So he said, we understand the culture, we understand everything. But we are living the world today, civilization versus our culture. We have to respect everything. You guys are elder, I'm just sorry, why you guys did not come. And then the elder then came out to say, what actually we expected, it not happen. They said nowhere in the world a hero died and then the hero battle not be taken to his town. Nowhere in the world. Even when Nelson Mandela, when he died, they buried Nelson Mandela in his home. You go to Ghana, they did the same thing. You go to Guinea, they did the same thing. So what the people needed, they don't want him to be buried according to the elder. Then they said, we don't want him to be buried there, but at least to get a courtesy to make him feed Tucson again for his last time, to make him feed Tucson. Because trust me, all the flam people who saw Doe when Doe was Doe, there will be no way Doe enter Grand, they can't even go Tucson. No way.
And the first place he stops.
There will be no way Doe can. They say Doe came to Grand today, but he not go Tucson. Anyone who will come and say to me, then you tell me when Doe went to Grand there and he did not go to Tucson. For that reason, for that reason, he built an airport to Tucson. When Doe fly from Roswell, he driving Tucson from Tucson, he come to Grand Gilles Red Route, people can start seeing him. But then he already in Tucson. So that what the elder was speaking, bubble, and we all got it. So Mr. Baga said, it have happened, and that you're curing them, and they think that always, every family, no family is exempted. So when something happen, you don't put it together. So I just passed to come sympathize with you, saying you're happy your own mad here, you're doing everything here, and then the way you could do there, and left. To me, that's what he met them, he made them to feed their own Doe from there. And everybody knows it's not a hidden secret. So, be as it may, Mr. Penum, probably you will address the press, but I saw him in Tucson. He, his wife, and the rest of those children, they were in Tucson waiting for the ballot, thinking that the ballot was going to come to Red Route. Come there with the ballot, because just imagine when ballot can stop in Towatan. I think Towatan, I'm not jealous of people from Towatan. I'm not trying to denigrate them. But if you know Grand Gilles County, look at Zleston, look at Poorstown, look at Towatan. Towatan is right in the middle of Zleston and Poorstown.
Right.
There is no village or town on the road that they cannot stop for 5 or 10 minutes. The convoy stop there. The Grand King with a palm touches, palo, all of you
But
celebrating.
Mr. Brown, let me make a point here, because let me welcome the chairman here, Chairman Bouillon, one of my favorites that serve in that capacity. Mr. Yone, how are you this evening?
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yeah, loud and clear.
Oh, okay. Yeah, thank you guys, man. I think it's a very good program as we reminiscent the recent program that just took place in Zwedru.
Right.
I mean, we are all proud of the undertakings and also the program itself. To me, it was well attended, even though some people say otherwise. But I think it was well attended. There was few, things that happened, but for things like barrier for people in high places, you always find those kind of thing in the family. When I was in Kenya, in Nairobi, it happened with some
Mr. Chairman,
big public people. Yeah.
Will it be a culture shock?
It's not a culture shock. I mean, every family have their turbulence. It happened in many families all across Africa, in Zimbabwe, Botswana, South Africa, even Kenya. I saw it when I was in Kenya. So these things happen. So, I mean, it's just that our people probably their first time, hearing this kind of thing. Some of us went to school in Southern Africa, Eastern Africa, and where the people really celebrate their culture, where they speak their languages, especially in Uganda, Tanzania, those places, these things happen. So, I mean, it's not a strange thing.
Speaking of culture, can you, because I know you are one of those guys that was stuck with, because you told me the last time, most of the time you spend your time when you go on vacation, you spend it with the old people. So can you walk us through, traditionally, how do we proceed to do our activities when it comes to funeral, burial, and what have you? Who's supposed to be in charge?
I mean, it's a general question you're asking, but
right.
Yeah, when you're talking about who in charge, I mean, we had the remains of the late Samuel Kedo, the president, the late president Samuel Kedo. We also had the remains of the late First Lady Nancy B. Doe. Things changes. Liberia have changed so much. If you go back to Liberia right now, I mean, the little kids in the villages, if you meet them, you speak the language, they speak English back to you. So things have really fallen apart. I mean, I don't know whether you read it, the book Things Fall Apart by
things
really fall apart when it comes to culture in Liberia. I mean, when we were growing up culturally, I mean, men, I mean, there are certain things in the culture that we can take and integrate with our current contemporary living. But there are certain things too that when you look at, you got to look at the positive aspect of it. So in light, our old culture, they always put, it's more of a masculine, kind of thing, where you got a patriarchal, you got a matriarchal. We represent the women, and then the patriarchal, we represent the men. So in African culture, usually they say the men, but in this particular case, it's very different, okay? Because the first lady is a woman, and then besides that, the lady involved, Mommy Veronica Doe. She's the daughter of Nancy, the late Nancy B. Doe, who was the former first lady. So she been taking care of her mom, all that. We been following her, navigating all the legal rambles and all that. So she, that particular question, when I will answer it, I think she's the main person that, Boaka, look to when they come to these activities. And then besides that, being a lady, she appointed Ase Nyenambo, who represent the Tuzon, the father, the patriarchal.
Right.
So I said, I'm going to navigate all these things. But she's in the background, but she's, kind of detecting most of the stuff.
So yeah, you ready answer it. You did excellent to that, because look, it's kind of tricky. If you have somebody who have been with a mom for the past 15, 20, 25 years, taking care of her. I'm talking about physically and being there morally as well. And then when that person, God calls them home, and then you have people who I would consider to be somebody who doesn't know the person, will come in and say, you know what, our tradition, we take over from here. It's kind of, and then the cultural thing where they will perform ceremony and all of that. But for the case of President Doe, though, let's separate things here. We can understand with the mother, but what's about this gentleman who has lived his life with his people, with the culture that he was part of? Because if a male, especially a male who you must say everybody in Liberia attaches importance, they reference him. I mean, he's a controversial figure, but trust me, he's
No, I don't know what happened. I think your man is Otello.
Yeah, I'm hearing you. Like my man.
I'm here, I'm back.
Oh, okay, very good. Okay,
Yeah,
I just sent you. I'm not kind of cutting you short, but I sent you some link
right.
where it's something that we can discuss. I mean, the prophet that spoke in the building when they had the discussion, when
Right.
they had the funeral. I think I just caught a short video clip of what the prophet said in that building during the funeral. I just sent it to you. It's the last link. It's a YouTube link, so it'll make it much easier for you to play it.
Right.
And then we can listen, we discuss that.
Right. So while I'm setting it up, I also want to.
Yeah. Also, the GGA president too. I also caught a clip of what she said too, so you can also play it too.
It's in Messenger, right? You said
So yeah, it's in Messenger. It's in the link, right. YouTube link.
Right. So let for me, I know you guys can correct me here. When I was in Liberia, one of the things I admire President Doe, and we used to go to Tuzo. Whenever he comes, whenever he returned home,
mm-hmm.
he always, bring his max dancer outside.
Mm-hmm.
And your man get ready party in that thing.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Oh yeah.
And that thing is special. Now, what I was told, Mr. Yoni, his name, the definition of his name, they said Samuel Kanye Kwidi. Kwidi. A lot of people think that in China, they will interpret it to be like civilized business. No, it's not. Quid. You know what quid means, right? I don't want to say it.
Yeah, but it's one of the highest form of the highest form of the priest.
Right.
In a traditional sense.
In a traditional setting. So for that person to not go back, I think that's one of the reasons that people are caught in. We are not even. That's one of the reasons, Mr. Chairman, that upset the elders, because he should have gone back, even if the castle is a symbolic form, is in that form. He's still supposed to go back there and test. I'll put in chair. Or grade too. and that never happened. He never had the opportunity to do that.
Yeah, I know. I understand what you're saying. Yeah, but I mean, just to speak to that,
man. You see, my house what's going on here?
Oh, yeah, man. Okay, very good. I think you put it on mute. So to speak to that point is that